Most AI videos fail for one really predictable reason. They just don't have a consistent visual style. So today, we're going to break down a simple, repeatable method to fix that for good and get you that professional look every single time.
This right here, this is the core idea. Seriously, think about it. Is getting a consistent style something you're born with, some kind of artistic talent, or is it just having a good system? We think it's a system, and we're going to build one together right now.
Does this whole scene feel a little too familiar? You've got this great idea, you start making clips, but instead of a cohesive story, you end up with a total visual mess. One clip looks like a photo, the next is anime. Then suddenly it's a cinematic masterpiece. It's just frustrating, right?
What you're seeing right now, that's the direct result of not having a method. It's just a chaotic jumble of styles that don't belong together. And not only does it look unprofessional, but it absolutely burns through your credits, giving you unpredictable and honestly, mostly unusable results. Every single one of those mismatched clips cost you something.
Let's talk about what we call the iteration factor. It usually takes, on average, somewhere between 3 to 5 generations just to get one single asset that you actually want to use. Now, imagine that cost multiplied across an entire video. Without a locked-in style, you're not just wasting credits, you're wasting a whole lot of time.
So yeah, this is what we call the consistency problem. It's a super common frustration for creators, but here's the thing. It is entirely solvable. It's not a you problem, it's a process problem.
And here's the good news. You do not have to be a victim of this inconsistency. There's a really calm, structured method to take back control and make sure every single clip aligns perfectly with your vision.
We call it the 3-step style lock. And I want you to pay attention to that word system. This isn't just a random tip. It's a reliable workflow you can use on every single project to get predictable, professional results.
So here's our roadmap, and it's super simple. It's a 3-stage process. First, we're going to test different styles using images. Second, we'll pick a winning reference image from those tests. And third, we'll use that reference to animate our style consistently across all our clips. Let's break each one down.
All right. Step 1 is the style test. This is where we start to get really smart about our workflow. Instead of generating expensive videos just to find our look, we use what's called an image-first pipeline. We test all our stylistic ideas with cheap, fast image generations first. It saves so much time and so many credits.
Now, the key to this whole first step is a classic rule from science. You change one variable at a time. By only changing the style keyword in your prompt and nothing else, you can see exactly what effect it has on the final image. This is how you really start to gain control. Let's see this in action. Our base prompt, astronaut riding a horse on Mars, it stays exactly the same. But look at how adding just a few different keywords totally transforms the result. Cinematic lighting gives us that dramatic, movie-like feel. Vintage 16mm film adds that cool grain and a retro color palette. And vibrant anime creates something completely different. It's illustrated and super dynamic. That's the power of isolating your style variables.
Okay, so you've created your style variations. Now comes the really crucial part, choosing your winner. And this isn't just about picking the one that you think looks the coolest. It's actually a strategic decision. So how do you make that choice? Well, you ask yourself 4 simple questions. Does this style align with my brand? Does it match the emotional tone of my story? Is it visually interesting enough to actually hold someone's attention? And finally, is this going to connect with my target audience? Answering these questions turns a subjective choice into a really logical one.
And that brings us to the final step. Animate with reference. This is where we lock it all in. That winning static image you chose? It now becomes the visual blueprint for all your video generations. You just use this image as a style reference, and the AI will make sure every single clip it creates inherits that exact same aesthetic. It's that simple.
So, we've walked through the whole system, we've established the rules.
But does it actually work?
Okay, let's see the transformation for ourselves. Over on the left, you see that chaos from the beginning. No style lock, just a random collection of clips that don't fit together. But on the right, well, that's the result of our 3-step style lock. See how it's cohesive, it's professional, it tells a clear visual story? I mean, the difference is night and day.
Okay, let's do a super quick recap of the entire method, just so you can put it to work right away. Think of this as your new framework for getting predictable, professional results.
It really is this simple. 1. Style test with images, and remember to change just one variable at a time. 2. Choose your winning reference based on those strategic questions. And 3. animate that style consistently using your chosen image as the reference.
Now, here's a really crucial point I want to make. This system isn't about creating rigid, boring brand guidelines. Not at all. It's a flexible, creative method that gives you control, whether you're making a one-off artistic video or a huge marketing campaign.
Look, knowledge is one thing, but taking action is what actually creates results. So here's the one thing I want you to do to put all of this into practice immediately.
The very next time you have an idea for a video, just stop. Before you generate a single frame of video, force yourself to create 3 distinct image style tests first. I promise you, it will change your entire workflow forever.